Namo Namaha. Andariki Namaskaramulu. Today is the inaugural function of third batch of certificate course on Sanatana Dharma. 2 batches have already happened, and this is the third batch. So we will start with Vande Mataram by Challa Chittibabu Garu, and after that we will do Prarthana. Then we will go as per that program given to all of you. Now let us all stand up for Vande Mataram and sing that song along with Chala Chittibabu Garu.
Kindly mute your mics. Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Supalam, Malaya Jasitalam, Sasya Syamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram. Subrajyotna Pulakitayamini Pullakusumita Drumadala Shobhini Bhasini Sumadhura Bhashini Sukhadam Varadam Mataram Vande Mataram Vande Mataram. Namaskar.
Vande Mataram. ధన్యవాదములండి చాలా చిట్టిబాబు గారు. Now let us request Satya Badriraju garu to do prarthana. Please.
Namaskaram. Let's do meditation for 1 minute. Let's close our eyes. Let's sit straight. Let's watch the breath. Let's not entertain any thoughts, but focus on the class for the next hour and a half. Gananam tva ganapati gum havamahe kavim kavinamupamashravastamam jeshtarajam brahmanam brahmanaspata anasrunvannotibhis sida sadanam. Om Shri Mahaganathipataye Namaha. Om Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebhirvajinivati Dhena Mavitryavatu. Om Shri Mahasaraswatye Namaha. Gurureva Gati Gurumeva Bhaje Gurunaiva Sahasmi Namo Gurave. Na guru paramam shesirasmi guroho matirasti guro mama pahi guru. Jnananandamayam devam nirmalaspatika krutim adharam sarva vidyanam हयग्रीवमुपास्महे श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्य देवो भव अतिथि देवो भव। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम।
ధన్యవాదములండి సత్య బద్రీరాజ్ గారు. Okay, now this course is being organized by Veda Samskruti Samiti and in association with VYV Vidyapith. The president of Veda Samskruti Samiti, who has started the organization, is Akal Hemakanta Prabhakar Rao, and the chairman of VSS Vidyapith is Dr. CSR Prabhu Garu. So both of them, you can see them now. Now first I'll request Akal Hemakanta Prabhakar Rao Garu, he is the patron of this course also, to deliver his welcome address. Please, sir.
हरिः ओम्। सर्वेभ्यः नमस्कारः। ओम गं गं गणपतये नमः। ओम भास्कर सरस्वती देव्यै नमः। हरिः ओम्। केयूरान विभूषयन्ति पुरुषं हारान चन्द्रोज्ज्वला न स्नानं न विलेपनं न कुसुमं नालङ्कृता मूर्धजाः वाण्येका समलङ्करोति पुरुषं या संस्कृता धार्यते क्षीयन्ते खलु भूषणानि सततं वाग्भूषणं भूषणम्। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। सर्वेभ्यः नमस्कारः। सर्वेभ्यः स्वागतं व्याहरामि। अद्य शुभकृतनाम संवत्सर माघशुद्ध पंचमी वसंत पंचमी पुण्यदिनेन सर्वेभ्यः स्वागतं व्याहरामि। शुभकृतनाम संवत्सरं वेद संस्कृते अत्यंत मुख्य संवत्सरमस्ति। एतत् संवत्सरे वयम् अनेकानि कार्याणि कृतवन्तः। तस्मिन् तेषु कार्याणि त्रयमासय संस्कृत सनातन धर्म कार्यक्रमम् अत्यन्तं मुख्यमस्ति इति तृतीय कार्यक्रमम् अस्ति। तृतीय बैच चलति। सर्वेभ्यः स्वागतं व्याहरामि। प्रथमं स्वामिनी महोदयं सद्विज्ञानंद महोदयं फ्रॉम बर्डोली गुजरात नमस्कारं करोमि, स्वागतं व्याहरामि।
नमस्कार।
अस्माकं सह सम्बन्धिनः एतत् कार्यक्रम विषये प्रभु महोदयं चेयरमैन योग विश्वविद्यापीठ तं स्वागतं व्याहरामि। नमस्कारं महोदय। अस्माकं उपाध्यक्षा विशालक्ष्मी महोदयं कोर्स एसोसिएट डायरेक्टर तमपि स्वागतं व्याहरामि।
ధన్యవాదాలండి।
सर्वेभ्यः एतत् चर्चा वेदिकायां बहवः ज्ञानिनः भवन्ति, बहवः ऊर्धाः भवन्ति, ज्ञानवृद्धाः भवन्ति, वयोवृद्धाः भवन्ति। ते सर्वेभ्यः नमस्कारं व्याहरामि, स्वागतं व्याहरामि। तदितर सर्वेभ्यः आशीर्वादं दत्वा नमस्कारं व्याहरामि। हरि ओम। शुभकृतनाम संवत्सर एतत् कार्यक्रमम् अस्माकम् उद्देश्यमस्ति। 10 वर्षपूर्वतः वयं चिन्तितवन्तः एतत् कार्यं कुर्मः इति चिन्तितवन्तः, परन्तु प्रभु महोदयं यदा अस्माकं सह मिलितवान् तत्समयम् एतत् कार्यम् अभवत्। तम् अहं आभार प्रकट करोमि। धन्यवादः महोदय। प्रभु महोदय, भवान् अस्माकं सह कार्यक्रमं करणेन एव अस्माकम् एतत् स्वप्नं सफलम् अभवत्। अति भवतः नायकेन एतत् कार्यक्रमं सम्यक् चलति। धन्यवादम् अभिनन्दनानि समकृत्य अहम् एतत् कोर्स डायरेक्टर बाबू महोदयमपि अत्यन्त अनुभवेन कार्यक्रमं चालयति, तमपि अभिनन्दनानि ददामि। अस्माकं कोर्स एसोसिएट डायरेक्टर विशालक्ष्मी महोदयं तामपि अभिनन्दनानि ददामि। और ललिता महोदयं, सीसी बाबू महोदयं सर्वेभ्यः अभिनन्दनानि ददामि। तेषाम् अविरल कृषि मूलेन एतत् कार्यक्रमं सर्वं चलति। इतोपि अधिकं वक्तुं आवश्यकमस्ति, परन्तु समयं अल्पमस्ति। अस्माकं कोर्स अपि अस्ति, तत् कार्यक्रमं चलति। कोर्स मैन्युअल कार्यक्रमं चलति। तमपि तत् मैन्युअल अपि ददामः। अस्माकं एतत् कार्यक्रमे यत् लेवल 1 कार्यक्रमम् अस्ति, लेवल 2 अपि कर्तुम् इच्छामः। तत् कार्यमपि चलति। इति उक्त्वा अहम् एकविषयं उक्त्वा अहं समापनं करोमि। इति मुख्यमपि अस्ति। वेदे ज्ञानकाण्ड अस्ति, कर्मकाण्ड अस्ति। अहं चिन्तयामि ज्ञानकाण्ड यदि वयं कष्टेन व्याहरामः संसारं, तत्समये ज्ञानम् आवश्यकमस्ति, मोक्षम् आवश्यकमस्ति। यदि वयं सर्वसुखेन संसारं व्याहरामः, तत्समये अपि मोक्षकारणेन ज्ञानम् आवश्यकमस्ति। परन्तु अस्माकं देशे इदानीम् अत्यन्त क्लिष्टपरिस्थितिः अस्ति। बहवः शक्तयः अस्माकं सनातनधर्मस्य नाशनं कर्तुं एतत् कङ्कणं कृत्वा नीत्वा कार्यं करोति। अस्माकं देशे अंतर्गत शत्रवः बहवः सन्ति। एतत् कारणेन वयं सर्वेभ्यः अस्माकं धर्मस्य विषये सम्यक् ज्ञानं नीत्वा तत् अवरोधानि निष्कासितुम् आवश्यकमस्ति। So what I want to say now is our country is in crossroads. If we have got a lot of problems, we are slaves. At that time, we need jnanam, correct? We all followed that jnanam and come to this level now. We have got the independence. We tried for jnanam, jnana bhakti, jnanam that we have promoted. And we promoted for that because we were slaves at that time. And if we are comfortable when we were 1,000 years back, and we were comfortable very much. At that time also we were doing promotion for bhakti, for moksha. So in those two cases, Vedantam is for Uttarmimamsa is very good. But when the country is in crossroads, when dharma rakshana is required, when our dharma is in the at a stage of perishing, and when our country itself is going to get converted to some other religion, it is everyone's duty to remember and learn our Sanatana Dharma and see what protection we can do, what all bit we can do for the re-establishment of our Dharma in our country and make our country a Jagat Guru once again in the world. I don't mean that we should control the whole world. I mean we should be a correct example to every human in the country, in the world. So to that extent, I request every faculty member and as well as every member of this Chacha Vedika to concentrate and proceed in those lines to acquire and become a good Acharya and a good Kshatriya for the country. And this is the need of the country. So with these few words, I request the next, our Swaminiji to deliver her Asirvadam to us for this course. Namaste. Dhanyavadaha. Sarvebhyaha. Namaskar.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhakara Garu. Now let us request our chief guest, Swaminiji, welcome her. In spite of her busy schedule, she has accepted our invitation at a very short notice and then kind enough to come here to give us the blessings. So let us all request Swaminiji to give her blessings.
Om Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Om Bhadram Karane Vishrunuyama Devaha Bhadram Pashe Makshabirya Jatraha Sthirerangaihi Stuštuvagum Sastanubihi Vashema Devahitam Yadayuhu Swasti na Indra Vruddashravaha Swasti nः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः Vasudevasutam devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupine Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. Namaste to all. Today is very auspicious day, Vasanta Panchami, and we are embarking in this third course for the first level. I bless all the students who have enrolled for this course. As Prabhakar Raoji was telling, that we need to know our own root. Our root is Veda. And so that's why we call it Sanatana Dharma. Why Sanatana? Because Veda is not being created. Knowledge is already there. Guru also is there to remove the ignorance, not to imparting the knowledge. Because Ishvara is always there and Ishvara is all knowledge, and so knowledge also is there. So the way we are learning Veda or learning Sanatana Dharma is different than what we learn in the science and math. Because our vision is that everything is Ishvara. Ishavasya idagum sarvam. So Dharma also is based on that only. Artha Kama also is based on that vision only. When we say everything is Ishvara, and Ishvara, three powers are there. Knowledge is called Saraswati. Desire, the Ichha Shakti is called Lakshmi. And Kriya Shakti is called Durga. So power also is there. Shakti and knowledge, the Gnanam and Shakti, both are there. And so it's not that we are imparting knowledge to someone, we are removing the ignorance. That's why the word Guru also says, Gukaraha, Andakaraha, Rukaraha, Tan Nivartakaha. Andakara Nivartakatva Guru Ityabhidhiyate. So all of you are here. And as I said, when everything is Ishvara, Artha also is Ishvara, Kama also is Ishvara. Bhagavan said in Gita, Kamosmi Bharatarsha. Artha is a Sampatti, wealth. That is also Lakshmi. We have Ashtalakshmi. There are so many Lakshmis, they say. 15 Lakshmis are there. So knowledge also is required. Because without knowledge, there is no Lakshmi. If you have more money, you can buy the iPhone. But if you don't have knowledge, you cannot use it. And therefore, Lakshmi and Saraswati, they both go together. Without Lakshmi, there is no Saraswati. Without Saraswati, there is no Lakshmi. And therefore, Artha and Kama also is Ishvara for us. Dharma also is Ishvara. And Moksha also is Ishvara. And therefore, until unless we gain this basic knowledge of Veda, and we have very good teachers here, Vishalakshi Amma, CSR Prabhuji is here. He's master in so many topics. And they have very beautifully created the curriculum for this course. And so many students have already benefited by this. And I bless all of you that be careful and be alert to learn what is being taught by here. And then see how it can change your life. Because this is your life. It's not something like in college, mechanical engineering is one thing and your life is another thing. It's not so. For us, the knowledge, life, dharma, everything is one and the same. So this is something which is a part of your life. It is something which is part of your knowledge, something which is part of your desire. It is not separate from you. Knowledge is one and only knowledge. So I bless all of you. I'm very happy to part of this program. Oh, that's
धन्यवादः धन्यवादः स्वामिनीजी. Now one minute. I'll brief you about this course with the help of a small presentation. I'll present that PPT to you. 1 minute. Can you all see this? Babu garu, can you see this?
Right,
Yes.
it is coming. Yes, it is there.
Okay. Now, this is the third batch of certificate course in Sanatana Dharma. The first batch was started in May and ended in August. And the second batch started in October and then ended in December. Both the courses are fully contributed. And I mean, maximum strength is 100. So this is more than 100. There are quite a number of people who have been certified also. Like in first course, there are 30 people who have been certified. In second course, around 50 people who have been certified. And now in this course, now we have given admission to an auspicious figure, that is 116 Nota Padaharlu. So this is starting from today with the introduction of Sanatana Dharma by our president of Vishwayoga Vidyapit, Dr. CSR Prabhu Garu, after this inaugural. And it will continue for 3 months up to 28th April 2023. And I've changed the slide. You all saw it. Is it visible?
Yes.
Okay. Now the first course, when we started, we have taken the blessings of Shankaracharya, Kanchi Shankaracharya. He was here in Hyderabad. So we went to him. We all went to him and then took his blessings and on our prospectus and other handbooks. And the second batch also, we have taken the blessings of Sri Venkateswara Swami. And then now the third batch, I went to Tirupati day before yesterday, and then just came back today morning only. I went to Tirupati, Venkateswara Swami, and then in the line, I wanted to take his blessings and then took the printout of the prospectus, training program, and the handout. Of course, the handout is in preparation. It is in the draft stage, as the president has said it, and it will be distributed to you. This all the three as a book. I have taken it there and then shown it there. There was so much of rush, so they didn't accept my request to put the book at the feet of Venkateswara Swami. But nevertheless, I have taken his blessings there. And then, of course, at Dvajastambham also, I have put the book there. After that, we have come down to Sri Kalahasti. The picture you see is in Sri Kalahasti, the Gopuram at the back. There I have ample enough opportunity to take the blessings of various gods, Ishvara. And then we visited the Goshala there, and then took the blessings of Gomata. And there, we have enough time to take blessings. So this is how we are starting an auspicious day today, Santa Panchami. And so let me brief you about our course, the simple statistics, what we have today. So many, 124 have registered. Now it is 136 or 137 have registered. and admitted a few days back, that is on Monday. As of Monday, it is 116 were admitted. And of course, 8 people were not admitted because of lack of vacancies and some other reason that they could not attend the classes, something like that. So gender wise, we have first 2 batches, it is 50-50, but in this batch, I find there is more than that. Male are around 66, around 60% or so. And as you see, the third statistics is the location of the people. There are people from US, though it is written 5, there are many people have given the address as India, but these people are located at various places. When I spoke to them for interaction, so they were speaking, they told me that they have given the address here, but they are from various countries. Right from Gulf countries, Africa, and then Singapore, like this. But officially I have the addresses of these six people. And from Hyderabad itself, locals, there are 37, and rest of India, including Punjab, West Bengal, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Karnataka, and more from even Tamil Nadu, and of course, Pune, Bombay. So these are the people, 73 people. This is, this number is, this time is more. Earlier it was 50, and Hyderabad is also 50-50, like that. Then my next slide is about the profession of the people. I hope you all are seeing this slide.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Good.
Now, I have sorted out in the number of people from various ways of life. One is the corporate software, or any other corporate background and IT. There are 31 people. Students, especially, it is a highlight for this course. The students around 20 years to less than 20 years also there. There is one MBBS student who has just got admission at the age of 17. And there are 26 students, academia teachers and academic background. There's 22. Gurhinis, there is housewives, are 15. Government employees, like we have a person, Air Commodore, also, and other IAS and other people who have 7. And there is one from AP state government who looks after the panchayat also. And we have banking professionals 5, and doctors 3, self-employed 2. There is one brahmacharini from Kerala who joined us. So we'll have more interaction with her in the course. There is one farmer, a chartered accountant. There is one Mahoday who is expert in Bharatanatyam. And also she is a teacher, and we have one journalist also. And if you see the age bracket, less than 20 years, it is a highlight. 13 people are there, 17, 18, 19. There are some students from some Sanskrit school, which is on the border of Bangladesh and India in West Bengal. There are 13, 14 people have joined from there. They're all, very good in speaking even Sanskrit, and knowledgeable people. And between 21 to 40 years, they are 27, 41 to 60 years is 54. This figure is as it is. More than 60 years, there is a less number of people in this course. Earlier, there were more. So the shift has towards the young people, which is a welcome sign for all of us. We want to involve the younger generation in this sort of thinking and also learning. So which is happening. We can now Coming to the curriculum, can you all read this? Slightly in small letters, but.
No, it is legible. It is legible. Go ahead.
Okay. So if you see the faculty, they're all well qualified people. Ravi Prakash Aryaji is running an organization and running Sanatana Dharma courses worldwide. And he's an expert in Vedas. He will come and give you introduction tomorrow to Vedas. And then there is one professor from Banaras Hindu University. He's a Vedic Pandit. And he's a Krishna Murari Tripathi ji. He taught last class also, last batch also. And our CSR Prabhu Garu is the chairman of Vishwa Yoga Vidyapith, and he will teach you Sanatana Dharma introduction, Upanishads, Darshanas, Vimana Shastra, Bhagavad Gita. Some research he will conduct, make you undergo some research work. And also he will take you through the yoga for 1 month, along with his team. And PPD Sundari Garu, she will teach you the basics of Panchangam, very interesting topic. And then Vishalakshi Garu, whom we have met just now. She is our Vice President, Sanatana Dharma of Veda Samskruti Samiti. She will teach you Sanatana Dharma, Shodas Samaskarams, Puranas, and also she will take some extra classes and Bhagavad Gita. And VV Rajgaru, Puranas. And then there is one doctor, Ayurvedic doctor, C.A. Kishore Garu. He will take you through the Ayurveda. And we have Gautam Mukherjee ji, who is good at Vedic mathematics. So this is slightly at a different level. So you all have to concentrate on this topic. These are 5 classes. And he will tell you in a very simple, straightforward language, with which will be understandable by all of you. And Dr. Karanam Nagaraja Rao Garu, he will take you through Mahabharatam, some traditional values and Sanatana Dharma. And we have Dr. Ananta Padmanabha Rao Garu. He also will take you through Ramayanam. And Saravana Kumar Garu, who is expert in Vastu Shastra. So it will be again a very interesting, valuable contribution of Sanatana Dharma. You all will definitely enjoy it. Then, there are some people who are doing research in, homam. What are the effects of homam? Is it useful to all of us to the environment? What are the effects of that? So how to do that? These are the 2 people who are doing it. This person is from Germany. He is doing this research in Karnataka, somewhere near Pune. So you will be meeting him and then interacting with all of them. And there is Brijbhushan Purohit Garu is a yoga training teacher, and also Ravi Kumar Garu. They will work along with CSR Prabhu Garu. So if you see this, these are very knowledgeable people who will be taking you through the basics of Sanatana Dharma, and the topics are given here. And the program, when they are going to teach, has been shared with you in the group. So you can follow that. If there are any changes, every day we will be giving you an alert. Though the link is the same, but the topic will may change so that you can see. Okay. And some guidelines to all of you. The prospectus, syllabus, and general guidelines are given in the prospectus. Has been given to you and is also in the website. You all have gone through that. And the training program, date-wise topic speakers, and the technical material is also given to you. The dates, today only I have shared this document with you. The teaching material, as it is, whatever is taught has been transcribed and then kept on the website. You can go there and then see if you have any doubt. And also we are going to record as we are recording now, and it will be shared with all of you on the same day or the next day, depending on the technical issues. So if you are missing anything during the session, you can catch up while seeing the video. And also you'll have to do a lot of homework on, referring to various books suggested by the speakers. And also these references are given in the handbook. So in each session, you will have a question answer session. So we requested all the teachers after their topic, give around 15 to 20 minutes to allow the students to interact with them and clarify their doubts. Even if you miss during that time, you can ask the next day if he's the same speaker, or you can directly interact with them. All the speakers mostly they have given their contact details, so you can interact with them, no problem. They're all, all are dedicated people who are committed to promote Sanatana Dharma. So they're all free. Their teachings are all, free of cost. And this course, as you all know, is free of cost. So they are all committed people, so are knowledgeable people. So therefore, if you are really committed, you definitely benefited by this course. There will be online exam to make sure that, or facilitate you learn more by your own study. Okay, so you will be taken through some practice sessions of the examination. So don't worry, you will be given enough guidance how to take the exam, and also what type of questions will come. And there's a database that will, through these examinations, it will be given to you. So at the end of 2 semesters, you will be given a final test, which you will have to pass. And after that, the 1 month yoga, you will be also given. This time I'm thinking of giving a weekly test, so that you will also get used to the the wordings and times, and then asanas names and things like that. Last time we found that people, they do yoga asanas, but they don't know the name of that when the teacher is saying that. So though the literature is given, not going through that. So this time, I think we will have 1 or 2 sessions to give you a feel of the examination. And besides this, we have on Saturdays and Sundays, wherever possible, in the afternoon slot, 4 to 6, it will be announced to you. Some topics by experts will be conducted as a webinar. So all of you are required to attend those and assimilate. And those videos also will be shared with you. By the way, all the videos of first course, first batch and second batch are all available on the website. So you can go through them. Attendance is compulsory, please. All of you have to join and learn directly from the teacher. You don't depend on the videos. So you may not, completely understand, or going through video for 2 hours may not be possible. So the time given from 6:30 to 8, utilize that. Come, don't skip. Attendance is compulsory. The attendance will be noted every day, and weekly it will be posted. So what is your attendance? Those who can't, get 75%. So you will not be given an exam. So that way you will not get benefited. So while going through these learning classes, mute your mics and videos. Videos, we are saying mute because some people feel that it is a technical issue, that you need more bandwidth if everybody switches on the videos. But definitely when you are asking a question and you are speaking to the crowd, please open up your video and then speak. You declare yourself, your name and other things, then you ask your doubt. But see, there are some guidelines given to you that after getting up, take bath and take fresh clothes, and then come after doing a little puja, whatever way you do. But don't come to the class from your beds or in your bunions, and also tell people that you are taking a cup of tea or doing something else, something like it's all get disturbing the teacher and also distracting the attention of other students. Therefore, please don't do that. Control yourself. And then we have whom to contact. So course coordinators we have two course coordinators. One is Shri Challa Chittibabu Garu, and another person is Srimati Lalita Krishna ji, Lalita ji. So both will be available to you. Lalita ji is slightly busy on, because in her family, her daughter-in-law delivered two twins, two girl babies. So she's slightly busy on that. So she will definitely come and help us out in conducting this course. The course administration is with me. I am Lieutenant Colonel Akela Amarendra Babu. I will be available to you, and I have been interacting with you. So don't have any hesitation in giving me a message whenever you have anything in your mind, any doubt in your mind. And also, you have course academic director, Dr. C.S.R. Prabhu Garu, who will always be able to guide you. And with this, I thank you all for listening to me patiently. And I'll now request our Vice President, Sanatana Dharma, Dr. Vishalakshi Garu, to address you.
Om Vigneswaram Vignasantyai Vanim Vachak Pravruttaye Gurun Gudhartha Phanaya Pranamami Punah Punaha. Om Sri Mahasaraswatyai Namo Namaha. Sabhayai Namaha. Today is really very auspicious day. Today is Magha Sukha Panchami, Sri Panchami day. And on this auspicious day, we are starting our Sanatana Dharma course. So we got plenty of blessings from Saraswati Mata, who is goddess of knowledge for us. So we all should praise Saraswati Mata for giving us the knowledge, and also we should pray Paramatman, Parabrahman, who is leading our life towards divinity. We say actually the aim of our life is Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityurma Amrutam Gamaya. This is what is given as the in our Upanishads. We should pray God to lead us from Asat, non-existence, to existence, Asat to Sat. Sat is that which is Nitya, which is eternal. So we should always become Sat. Sat means Brahman. So we should aim that we should we should get the knowledge of Brahman and Atman. So Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati. One who gains the knowledge of Brahma becomes Brahman, that is fully endowed with the knowledge. So to get that ultimate aim of our life, we should have Laukika, we should gain our normal Laukika Jnana also, which all of you have studied till now, and you are all doing jobs with that knowledge which you have gained by studying in colleges, universities and all. All this is Laukika Vidya. The real Vidya which we have to get from the teachings of gurus is Sa Vidya Ya Vimuktaye. That Vidya is the real knowledge by which we get liberated, we get mukti. So what is the means of attaining that final aim of our life is to that is to ascend step by step. So slowly, gradually, we should gain that knowledge, which gives us the real happiness, which is not at all, that is final happiness, Shaswat Ananda. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, we say that Sat, that existence, that consciousness, and that bliss is to be gained by us by the study of our Vaidika Sahitya, Vaidika Dharma, and Sanatana Dharma. So we are all Sanatana Dharmanuyayis. We are all born with great fortune. We have got this upathi of human beings which is the real upathi to gain the knowledge. All other out of 84 lakhs of upathis, jivarasis, human beings body, upathi is the only one which got the capacity to speak, study, learn, and approach godhood and divinity, by which can get liberation. All other prani koti, they do not have this sort of fortune at all. So we should utilize our this great rare opportunity. Jantunam narajanma durlapam. So this we have to utilize for gaining the real knowledge. So what is that real knowledge? How to get it is, the real knowledge is Veda Vijnana and Vaidika Sahitya, the Sanatana Dharma, which we are learning now as a course here. Though it is there in our very blood, yet we have to study. Most of even Sanatana Dharmaniyais, they do not know what is Sanatana Dharma, how to lead a perfect life as a Sanatana Dharmanuyayi. So all this will be taught to you, though you know a little, not completely. Now you should try to know fully and completely, because not only this first level, there are second level, third level, and fourth level courses also. By reaching step by step, you will be completely having the total knowledge of our Vaidika Sahitya and Sanatana Dharma, and even the knowledge of Upanishads, which is the culmination of complete Vedas and our Sanatana Dharma. So it is our duty to, because you are all so fortunate, in fact. So you got this information of this course, which is being conducted by our Veda Samskruti Samiti and then Viswayoga Vidyapitha, and you got this opportunity to join us students, Vidyarthis, to learn, to acquire this rare knowledge, which will be taught to you in a very systematic manner by very learned scholars. So almost all the facets of our Sanatana Dharma, all the branches of our Sanatana Dharma will be taught to you fully in 2 months, and especially 1 month is allotted for you to learn complete Yoga Shastra, theory and practicals also, which a very great, efficient master, teacher and great person, Dr. CSR Prabhu Garu, is going to teach you, and you will gain that knowledge by which you can get liberated, not only getting moksha. Here in this life, first, Sarira Madhyam Khalu Dharma Sadhanam. First of all, we should take care of our health, physical health, mental health, then social well-being and spiritual well-being. When all these four are there, then only we say a person is healthy. So such great knowledge and health and real wealth is gaining knowledge. So health and wealth in the form of knowledge will be imparted to all of us by learning together. Sahana Bhavatu, we say. Our Vedas say, our Upanishads say that teacher and student taught, both of them are part of this knowledge, which is called as a great Samhita. When Acharya teaches to teaches to the Vidyarthi, to the Antevasi, we say Acharya and Antevasi. Then this Bodhana, by imparting Pravachana, the Sishyas gain knowledge and student and master, as we say, both will be taken care and protected by the God, because this knowledge is the real knowledge which we have to aspire for. So we say Sahana Vavatu, Sahanau Punaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This is how we pray at the beginning of our study, Veda study. Then, because all of you have joined as Vidyarthis here, though you may be, you now also you may be working as great officers, lecturers, doctors, and everything. Because you are students, as Dr. Karnal Babu said, you should be very punctual. You should come on time. You should have Shraddha. Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. So first we should be very jignasa. We should have. Jignasa is jnatum ichha jignasa. First because you all are jignasis, you have joined here. You are willing to know what is what is the cream of essence of our Sanatana Dharma, and what is the real knowledge. And after gaining this knowledge, what is the final fruit you will be getting? That also you should know. By getting any sort of knowledge, either Laukika or Paralaukika Vidyas, we get not only gaining a little knowledge, that we put it in practice. And so in this life, here on this earth, in this life, we will lead a very happy life, prosperous life, peaceful life, by getting name and fame, which our elders say that one should strive to get kirti, Shaswata kirti. That kirti should not be like the kirti of cine actors or this and that, and which will fade away in a little span of time. That kirti itself is, Yashas is the name of one of the names of Paramatma. So we should try to get that Yashas as the aim of our life. That is, we should try to become one with divinity, divine power. So that can be gained only by real knowledge. So real knowledge is the knowledge which makes us live here on this earth happily and obtain the heavenly abodes if one aspires. Swarga kamo yejeta. So that hereafter one should be lead very happily in the presence of divine real entities. And also the real final aim of our life is not either happiness here or hereafter, but it is to get released from the chain of birth and death. That is to get Shashvata Ananda, eternal happiness. Yad gatva nanivartante tadhama paramam mama. That is what Paramatma said. So reaching that about, we will not have to come back again, and we become merged with the ultimate reality. That is, we realize ourselves as Aham Brahmasmi. I myself am Brahman. The whole Isavasyam Idam Sarvam. This entire universe is covered by Paramatman. But only the difference is there in the Upadhis. So this great highest knowledge will be given to you slowly, in level by level. So I congratulate all of you for getting admitted to this course due to the Paramatma Kataksha. I thank sincerely Veda Samskruti Samiti and also Viswayoga Vidya Peetha. I thank sincerely our Hemakanta Prabhakara Rao Mahoday Garu, and also I thank very much Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Amarendra Babu Garu, and also I thank very much Dr. CSR Prabhu Garu, and I thank and congratulate Srimati Lalita ji also, who are all arranging this wonderful Sanatana Dharma course. Even I am the Associate Director of this Sanatana Dharma course in framing the syllabus and all. So I thank one and all. I thank all of for listening to me, and who are very attentive and who got very interest in our Sanatana Dharma. So our duty is the knowledge always We should Atiti Botha Acharana and Pracharana. First we should learn. Then we have to teach what all we have learned. So in all these 4 courses, when you learn whatever you learn and whatever Sara, essence, Rasa you obtain, that you should try to preach to others. That is your foremost important duty. So first we have to study, then we have to teach to others, then we should put it in practice. Sanatana Dharma can be protected and taken care only by Acharana. So we have to practice it, observing all that is completely, though we are all already practicing, even unknowingly we are doing, even then knowingly, Jnatva Karma Kurvita. So we should practice it and then we should propagate it. Certainly we have to give propagation of our Sanatana Dharma among all our Sanatana Dharmaniyas, among all our Bharatiyas, among all the complete total mankind, humanity. Thank one and all. Swasti.
ధన్యవాదములండి డాక్టర్ విశాలాక్షి గారు for your good advice to all of us. Now, you see, the mother of our beloved Prime Minister Modi ji expired sometime back. So we all stand up and take 2 minutes silence for her soul. Thank you very much. Now, I'll request Dr. CSR Prabhu Garu to address all of us.
नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. My dear close friends, Prabhakar Rao garu, Babu garu, Visalakshi garu, Swamini ji and faculty members, today is my most happy, enthralling, thrilling day. What was a kind of a dream thought has not only become materialized once, twice, but thrice is getting materialized. That means it is confirmed to be a success. We already had 2 successful batches completed. And I have no words to express my happiness or gratitude and my being indebted to all our faculty members. In fact, I didn't know any one of the organizers of VSS till 1 year back. Suddenly, accidentally, I came in contact with VSS. And initially we offered some lectures, and I offered many lectures and yoga courses. Finally, I came out with the proposal of this Sanatana Dharma course. Because in the whole world, very surprisingly and shockingly, nobody is offering a Sanatana Dharma course. Recently, BHU started a regular program of 1 year, but online, nobody is offering. Do you know this? People offer their own courses. Of course, other religions offer their own courses. And within Hinduism, ISKCON may offer some course, or somebody else may offer some course, limited to their own perspective, narrow scope. Nobody is offering a complete comprehensive view of the Sanatana Dharma course. That being the case, we had an ample opportunity window to offer such a course for the first time in the globe. And there is a tremendous thirst for such a course, because most of the Hindus who live all over the globe, like all of you, have been having a lot of questions, a lot of inquisitiveness, a lot of doubts, a lot of confusion, or even misconceptions about what is Hinduism, what is Sanatana Dharma. And they never had any opportunity to find answers. What I realized in the last two courses, which is very heartening, which made me feel very touched by the fact that the participants not only asked questions about the lectures which were being given, but they were asking their deep-rooted, long-standing, long-pending doubts about fundamental issues, philosophical issues, religious issues, logical issues about Sanatana Dharma, which they never got any answer in spite of their extensive knowledge acquisition. So, what we are delivering is not just a normal course, but we are delivering a transformation. We are delivering a revolution. We are delivering a transcendence. So our participants, like you, who are participated from today onwards, and in the past those who participated, were quite knowledgeable. They were not fools. They were not small children who didn't know anything. Our participants, like you all, were very knowledgeable, not only in their own fields. They may be doctors, scientists, bankers, IT specialists, bureaucrats, IAS officers, professors, and so on. But they were knowledgeable even in Sanatana Dharma. They are not KG class in Sanatana Dharma. They were quite knowledgeable. That's why they came to attend this course. And that is even more heartening and touching to our heart, because they not only knew, but they wanted to know more, and they got more knowledge. They got adequate satisfaction, because our feedback shows almost all the people who attended our courses in the past were extremely satisfied. They expressed their immense happiness and satisfaction in their feedbacks. And some of them were highly knowledgeable scholars. Even in this course, there are people who are highly knowledgeable experts in certain aspects of Sanatana Dharma. So the need for this course is not required to be repeatedly told. The first need is that there is no such course in the whole world. Second is, as my brother Prabhakar Rao has said, there is a threat. There are internal threats. Now, why is this threat in the globe? The kind of a politicalized or corporatized or commercialized religions which have been created a few centuries ago with an objective of gaining power, gaining grip over people in the name of God, in the name of love, in the name of peace, they do exactly the opposite. They have done everything except what they claim to be. I don't have to tell you which are those religions which claim to be religions of love and religions of peace. But what they have actually done is the opposite of their claims. Why is this happening? Because the true spirituality was lost. Only conversion was the mainstay. And why conversion? To gain power, to gain grip over large masses of people, over societies, over countries, over the whole globe. So everything was let loose, allowed to be dissipated. True spirituality was dissipated, true knowledge was dissipated, and only branding and domination was the goal by conversions. I don't have to tell you more details. As we know, we'll come to, in the course, you'll come to know. The crucial point I want to make before I start surveying the entire Sanatana Dharma is all the so-called other religions in the world are artificial and mostly fake. There has been new research which indicated that the personalities involved in the Abrahamic religions were fictitious, all of them, starting from the latest to the oldest. And by introducing fictitious personalities and fictitious stories and fictitious characters, dialogues, like drama dialogues, and by importing certain principles of ethics from our own Shastras, they have produced their scriptures and they have manufactured their religions. And this fact will be understood by you when you go through this course of 3 months. Because in the history of human race, if you take back, so at least 1 lakh years, the human society has been evolving. So what was the culture? What was the religion? What was the way of life? All these 100,000 years, 1 lakh years. It was not any one of these recent religions. These are, some of these recent religions are very, very recent. Whereas human being has existed for 1 lakh years. So if you look at the history, if you dig up the ancestral jurisdiction of the empires of Ram, the ancestors of Rama, Suryavamsa Chakravartis, they ruled the entire globe. Rama himself was controlling the whole globe. Before him, Harishchandra, Dilip, all these people controlled the whole globe. So what was the dharma at that time? It is nothing but Sanatana Dharma, Hinduism, Vedic Sanatana Dharma throughout the globe. And we have enough evidences of archaeological, literary, and historical origin to indicate the fact that the entire globe had Sanatana Dharma. So this being the fact, the second or most important fact is that there is nothing like blind belief here. If you take up other religions, they are insisting on certain blind belief system, a particular narrative. There is what is called a standard narrative of a particular religion, a particular personality, a particular story, a particular framework of narrative. Can somebody block those sounds, please? Disturbing sounds. So these narratives have no evidence of truth. If you question them, you will be subjected to torture or even you will be killed. There is no scope for logical proof. There is no scope for scientific understanding. In fact, in the Western perspective, religion and science are two opposites. That's not the case in India. In India, in the Vedic Sanatana Dharma, science and religion are one and the same. The word Veda is itself science. I'll come to you now. A little 2 minutes. I'll cover the what is Veda and so on. So there is no scope for blind belief narratives. It is pure science, the scientific framework the logic. Of course, it is true that our Vedic Pandits or even our esteemed professors in the colleges, they may not be able to put forward the scientific nature of our Sanatana. In fact, some of them have the opposite beliefs. I met some of them, some of the Vedic scholars who said that only modern science is science. There is no science before that. And some of our faculty also may think, Hare, how can you talk of artificial intelligence? Well, believe it or not, artificial intelligence, knowledge representation, natural language processing exist in Sanskrit grammar. Just to give you an inkling, what does the word Sanskrit mean? The word Sanskrit simply means refined, processed. What is processed? What is processed? It is not gold or rice or anything which is processed. It is language which is processed. So what is language processing? Which language is it? It is natural language. So natural language processing. The word Sanskrit itself means it is natural language processing. Not to speak of the knowledge representation techniques and other advanced software concepts utilized by Panini in the Ashtadhyayi. People don't know. Let alone the modern youngsters, even our scholars, they don't know. Some people argued with me. How can you say there is any scientific content in our Sanskrit text? And we have got enough evidence to show that the modern science has derived itself from the ancient science which was expressed in Sanskrit. Like allopathy was derived from Ayurveda only. The herbs which are mentioned in the Ayurveda for particular treatments of particular diseases, they were analyzed and the active component was isolated and that was manufactured in the factory. And that is available as an allopathic drug in the medical store. It is not their original knowledge. So each and every subject, not only allopathy, but many other topics have been derived, analyzed, copied, imported, modified, digested, assimilated by the West and then branded as their own. One of the latest examples is watchfulness, mindfulness. There's a technique called mindfulness, which is very popular in the West. And what is that mindfulness? It's nothing but Vipassana meditation. Vipassana meditation was developed by Lord Buddha himself, but they don't want to admit that. They did this kind of an assimilation and digestion right from British times, and even Germans did it. British rule, they just lifted the manuscripts and filled them up in their libraries and then kidnapped the scholars from India to learn Sanskrit and try to derive and decipher and reproduce things from those scriptures. And that is how the modern science was born in Germany. And the same German scientists were shifted to America and they founded NASA. They made the atom bomb. Robert Oppenheimer was himself a great Sanskrit scholar. He exclaimed when he saw the atom bomb made by him. He quoted the sloka from Bhagavad Gita, Divi Surya Sahasrasya Bhavet Yugapadutyata Yadi Bhasadrishishcheva Syad Bhasastasya Mahatmana. Einstein himself spoke Sanskrit with Rabindranath Tagore. He himself told, without India, there is no science possible in the whole world. So friends, in this course, we are trying to bring out the scientific dimension. Scientific means logical, provable, and verifiable knowledge of every subject. So with this brief overview, now I will go into the Sanatana Dharma as a whole. So as I said, when we take the scientific perspective, we have to start from the original text of the Sanatana Dharma, which are the Vedas themselves. The word Veda itself means there are two meanings for the root with jnane and with sattayam, existence and knowledge. So whatever exists and whatever knowledge can be comprehended is called Veda. It is not that Veda means it's a religious scripture, fakely created some recent times by somebody and fakely given a name of somebody else. It's not like that. So the most original, the oldest literary works of the human society are the Vedas. This is admitted by everyone. The Rig Veda particularly is the oldest. And according to tradition, the knowledge vibrations, Akashic records existed, and the Rishis, the Mantradrashtas were tuned into resonance with the Akashic records, and they got that Vedic mantra into their head and they uttered it out. Or it's not written, never written. Vedas are never written, they were only uttered. That is why Shruti, they are heard. So this all knowledge, in my understanding, all knowledge repository together is called Veda. And the proof of that is the Devatas. The Devata in Veda is nothing but a subject. It is not a personality, the subject. Because in other Veda, we have even plants as Devatas. Not to speak of the Rig Veda having the abstract and gross Devatas like Agni, Vayu, Prithvi. They're all components of nature. Because with Satyayam, the existence, the nature is existence, whatever it contains. The components of nature are called Devatas. The knowledge about the components of the nature is called Veda. And the components of nature could be gross or subtle. If it is gross nature, it is the Panchabhutas, etc., etc. If it is subtle nature, then we have Medha, we have Lakshmi, we have Saraswati. All these are powers. So the entire existence, the knowledge of the components of the existence is conveyed in the Vedic mantras. The Suktas, for example, if you take Prana Sukta in Atharva Veda, talks about life, how life is arising, how life is maintained. If you take Bhu Sukta, it talks about earth. If you take Sauram, Arunam, talks about sun, Savita Devata. So these suktas are nothing but chapters elaborating the functions, role, structure, and composition of that particular component of nature, existence. What is science? Science is nothing but the study of the structure, function, nature of the components of nature. You ask anybody, any scientist, you ask what is science? It is studying components of nature, understanding, acquiring knowledge of the components of nature. What is Veda? It is the same thing. What is science? It is the same thing. In fact, in Prague, there's an institute called Institute of Veda in their language, which is very close to Sanskrit. The word Veda means science. So Veda and science are one and the same. Now, the Devatas of Veda are as personalities in the Puranas. Bhu Devata, Agni Devata, they will speak, they will converse, they will do all kinds of things. It is only personification, which is a Rupakalankara. So the personification of the self, the consciousness, is Narayana, Vishnu. So Tasmad etasmad atmanaha akashas sambhutaha akashad vayu vayoragnihi agnerapa abja prithvi prithvyad annam annad bhutani. The sequence of creation. From pure consciousness comes space. From space comes subtle matter, gaseous state. From gaseous state, when cooled become liquid state. Liquid state you get solid state upon further cooling. And that is what is all creation about. So living beings are created out of food. So this entire process of cosmology is explained in the Veda. When you say Veda, it's not just chanting of the mantras of the Veda. It has got broadly two parts, the Karma Kanda and the Jnana Kanda, and more detailed, it's got four parts, Samhita, Brahmana, Aranyaka, Upanishad. And the Karma Kanda comprises of the Yajna. What is Yajna? It is not a Karma Kanda of some blind belief system where people, the what you call orthodox or senile people will get together and do something which is not understandable to anybody else. That is not the case. This is how people think about the Karma Kanda. When you say Karma Kanda, people run away. It is an ecological experiment or process to balance environment. This is what we have understood in our research. This course is totally research oriented, and I have organized. This course was conceived, designed, and organized by me, but being delivered with the help of VSS. I have organized the speakers who have done research into the EDGA process, both Indians and foreigners. So I myself perform Agnihotra daily, and I have attended many yajnas, and they are all having great environmental impacts. In fact, even during COVID times, one particular pravargya, a part of Somayaga, is found to be effective in controlling COVID infection spread. These are all highly scientific experiments. They have been totally perfected over the not centuries, but millennia. Because the smallest date we can see in the archaeological excavations is 8000 BC. I myself visited the spots called Bhirana and Banavali in Haryana, which are the oldest Indus Valley civilization sites. Before Indus, it was Saraswati River. So the Saraswati River existed in India for about 1 lakh years of continuity of civilization. Saraswati River dried up before Mahabharata war, and the old Stone Age in near Meerut is about 1 lakh years. So Meerut, Kurukshetra, Haryana, the entire area, that is where Saraswati River flew. I went to the spot where it was born in Adibadri, and it flew throughout the Haryana and to Rajasthan and to ocean. So on the banks of Saraswati River were the ashramas of our great rishis. Even today we have those spots. If you go to Kurukshetra area, you can see around 350 historical spots. The Vasishthasrama, Vishwamitrasrama. I took a bath in Prudhutaka Tirtham, where the water of Saraswati River was brought out from underground and a pool was created. That is where Balarama performed his tarpanams. And all the warriors of Mahabharata were given tarpanams in that area. So I have been to all those places. It is all real, no fiction, no gas. It is all solid truth. And this 1 lakh years of human civilization has produced knowledge, which is called Vedas and its ancillaries, its parts and ancillaries, the 4 parts, the Upanishads, 108 Upanishads, the Janakanda, and the Vedangas, which will be covered from tomorrow, day after onwards by our renowned professors, R. Ravi Prakash Arya and Krishna Murari Tripathi of BHU. Ravi Prakash Arya is my best friend, with whose inspiration we have done many activities. Now we are jointly doing this activity also in many other activities. Now the entire Sanatana Dharma, I'll give you a panoramic in one day today, which we'll be covering in 3 months. So starting with the Vedas, we have the Vedangas, Siksha, Kalpa, Vyakarana, Nirukta, Chanda, Jyotish. And the Upangas are called Darshanas, that is Sankhya, Yoga, Nyaya, Vaiseshika, Mimamsa, and Vedanta. So we will be covering, I will be covering many lectures covering all these things, like I did in the last 2 batches. And of course, the Vedanta Darshana is covered extensively in the Prasthanatraya, the Upanishads, the Brahma Sutras, and Bhagavad Gita, which I will be covering. And my learned colleagues, like my sister, Professor Srimati Vishalakshi, they will be covering deep insights into various other topics, like Sodas Samskaras or even some parts of Bhagavad Gita. I mean, we made this course as much insightful as possible. In future, we plan to have more advanced courses whose admission will be given only to those who passed the previous courses. And the next part of the Sanatana Dharma course, as you can see in the syllabus, will be covering the Mahabharata, Ramayana, Ayurveda in brief, of course. And we have the yoga in detail for 1 month. So the entire Sanatana Dharma, the darshanas, which comprise of yoga, which is we are focusing more on yoga because we have the Vishwa Yoga Vidyapit. I founded, I am the chairman of it. And I retired as the Director General of National Informatics Center. To many of you who may not know, I request all of you to see my name in Google, to see my books. I wrote about 18 books, of which 12 are in computer science. They are textbooks all over the globe. And 2 are in yoga and the rest are in Vedas and research. So the entire Sanatana Dharma is presented in a scientific spirit. And I hope you will get to know the depth and width, and the height of the lofty, hoary heritage of Sanatana Dharma in the next 3 days. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you, Prabhu Garu. Now we have come to the end of inaugural session and also introduction to Sanatana Dharma. I think we will take 5 minutes to interact with people who have, of course, we had a briefing session on Monday where we have taken all the questions regarding administration, how the course is run. And if you have any question to interact, you may. I will raise your hand. If you have any thing to say, yeah. Here come to Kumar. Unmute yourself, Kumar.
Sir, only thing is whatever Dr. Prabhakar Rao spoke, we could not understand. I think he spoke either in Sanskrit or Telugu. I did not understand anything.
Actually, he has repeated most of the things what he spoke in Sanskrit. He wants to give a feel of how Sanskrit is spoken. He is a Sanskrit Pandit and he teaches Sanskrit also. And also I was referring, his name only to you when you asked about the Sanskrit teaching and learning. Okay. So you get in touch with him. No problem. You didn't miss much. He has already repeated most of the things in English. Where it was critical, he switched over to English. Okay. Okay, Kumar. In fact, all the teachings will be in English. No problem. Don't worry. Now, anybody else? Serious problems? You can always get in touch with me otherwise. Anything to say, Babu Garu?
Yeah, namaskaram to everyone. And I just want to say that in spite of the briefings that we have given on 23rd, most of the participants are not putting their PIN numbers. So I don't know what the reason is. And also, I request students to have some patience in listening to what is being said. Don't jump into questions, because once you have a questionable mind, then we can't understand what is being said. So please have patience, and we do understand your issues. Whatever is being put on the chat box, we are going to revert back to you and clarify. And please have patience, and also put your PIN numbers promptly. Otherwise, it's very, very difficult for us to have the attendance. And as Colonel Babu Garu has already said it, that attendance is going to be a very important part, not because we want 75% attendance. It is we want full attention of yours to the course. That is what is the importance of attendance. Without attending, you cannot get any knowledge. We want to impart knowledge. This is what I just want to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Challa Chittibabu Garu. Before, Murthy Garu wants to talk. Okay, Murthy Garu.
Namaste, sir. నా పిన్ నెంబరు ఏమిటనేది నాకు ఎక్కడా తెలియలేదు. కొంచెం నాకు పంపిస్తారా?
Actually, you didn't attend Monday class probably. That's why you didn't know. So
అవునండి.
you get in touch with Babu Garu. I think he will tell you how to do that.
Okay, you can put it on the WhatsApp and you have my number, so I can answer you. Let's answer on the WhatsApp.
Earlier finishes. Otherwise, which Babu is very again question. Both are Babus.
Yeah, no problem. Both of us will answer. No one. Both of us can answer the moment any question is being posed. One is Colonel Babu and other is normal Babu. So.
Kalla Chitti Babu. Kalla Chitti Babu.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Next question.
And
Not only Colonel, even Colonel Dr. Babu Garu.
Yeah. And the last question from Swaraj.
Hello.
yeah.
The same question I too have. It is with respect to the PIN number and participation list. Of course, I joined yesterday only. It was a great introduction. Thank you very much. I look forward for more learning from you all. And I read Sanskrit, I must say, but I don't know the meanings of it. And so thank you very much. And concerning some yoga and all, maybe I may not be able to perform yoga and all because of my limitations. I don't know what kind of yoga is being covered in this course. And nothing else apart from that.
Okay, regarding yoga, Prabhu Garu will advise you what to do. No problem. Regarding
The reason is I have a motor limitation.
I understand. You told me also. Don't worry. You will be doing what you can do only, not what you can't do. That what you can do, what you can't do, Prabhu Garu will tell you.
Thank you very much, sir. Jai Sri Ram.
Then regarding Sanskrit, would you like to say something, Prabhakar Garu?
Yeah, Sanskrit is the main thing required for us. These are all things what we are learning is from Sanskrit only, no? We are talking about Sanskrit language subjects only. So having a reluctance to Sanskrit is not the first indication we should remove from your minds. First, have an open mind for Sanskrit and try to understand. If you don't understand, learn Sanskrit. That is important. In fact, this course was to be run in Sanskrit only, actually. That was my aim. Even after 10 years, I want to run this course in Sanskrit. That is my aim.
Sure.
First time starting in English because we are all accustomed for English language. So after 10 years, if you see this course, if I am alive and if other people are continuing this course after 10 years also, and that will be definitely run in Sanskrit. This much I can assure you. So Sanskrit,
Sure.
that's why I told first the song I said, Keyu Rana Vibhushayanti Sarvam. That slokam I indicated only for that purpose, to give a feel to the people the importance of Sanskrit. So we all should start learning Sanskrit if you don't know. And what all talked in between, in the beginning, is all about just the introduction of the present conditions of the life. That's all. How the country is there and what is the requirement of ours to be done, and what has been done last 1 year. That's what I told in Sanskrit. That's all. So what VSS has done last 1 year, the courses, what we are run, who are the people, who are the important people there in that, and that all again repeated by other people. So what all I talked in Sanskrit has been repeated by other people in English language. So nothing you lost. Mr. Dr. Kalam Kumar, you didn't lose anything. You got all the information required. I talked only that thing in Sanskrit. That's all. Okay.
Namaste.
And what all
Namaste,
message I
Acharya.
given?
Yeah, sir.
What all the message I have given at the end? That is a message, the real message that is to go to your mind. One is Sanskrit. Second is the requirement of doing karma, the dharma pratishtapana, bringing back the Jagadguru status to the country, and following that Sanatana Dharma in true spirit, and controlling the evil forces in the country. This is the requirement of the country. For that purpose, We should develop the attitude of acharyas and kshatriyas. These two are lacking in the country now. The good acharyas and good kshatriyas are lacking in the country. We all should become that, each and every one. And one more important thing I want to convey during the course is, please inform the teaching community in your society, in your contacts. This course is very much useful for students and teachers. Please ask the teachers, mainly our language teachers, Sanskrit and Telugu and science, all types of teachers. Any subject teacher who is teaching in the subject, schools, colleges, ask them to attend this course, because that will be very useful for them to grow the students in a correct direction. Please, in your society, in your contacts, where teachers are there, please ask them to attend this course. We will be continuing this course every 3 months. Please ask them to contact us and join this course and book their seat for the next course.
Thank you, Rahul. And I think last
Sure. Thank you very much, Andy. Namaskaram. I follow Sanskrit. It is only that I cannot communicate in Sanskrit. So I didn't mean that way. But when you teach in Sanskrit, will you even explain the meaning in English or not? That is what is because just listening to the language, as you said, Sanskrit is a huge ocean. And for one word, you have several meanings. And with respect to the context, you have the meaning also changes. What the meaning we know, actually, when you explain may not be the same. So is the meaning being explained in English or even Telugu also I'll follow, no problem
please.
for me.
My Sanskrit class, one second.
Not get
My
confused.
Sanskrit classes,
In this course,
my
there will
Sanskrit
be only
classes are
English
based on.
explanations.
Hello, who is telling?
Prabhugar
My
is
Sanskrit.
talking. Yes, Prabhugar is talking, giving a clarification.
In this course, this 3 months course, all lectures are in English. Sanskrit may be used in between, may be explained, but the lectures are all in English. Okay.
Okay.
This course is definitely in Sanskrit, English only.
Yeah.
And that is no doubt, you don't have fears on those things. But as far as Sanskrit learning is concerned, the classes which I run, I follow the Samskrita Bharati courses, and Samskrita Bharati courses, Sanskrit learning courses are in various languages, Telugu, English, all Indian language it is there. So that's why there's no problem with learning Sanskrit also, because we taught in your language only. We teach in your language only. So there's no problem in that.
Yeah. Okay. Over a period of time,
my next batch starting in March.
We are totally dependent on English. We have forgotten our roots. So that is the reason for all this. But our effort is to get back and get the treasure out of what is in Vedas. So the Vedas are in Sanskrit. So it is a motivation for all of you to learn Sanskrit by speaking in that for a few minutes. So don't worry about it. Now, thank you, Raghav. And then what is Ashok?
It's over. I mean, I think doubt is over.
Okay. Doubt is over. Okay. So now I think, we have overshot the time. I will stop recording now. And
no, we have to do the Prarthana. Janaganamana Prarthana is there.
Sorry. Let us do Prarthana. Satyaji, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Swasti prajabhyak paripalayantam nyayena margena maheshaha gobrahmanebhyah subhamastu nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu kale varshatu parjanyaha prithvi sasyashalini desoyam kshobarahito brahmanas santu nirbhayaha aputrah putrinas santu pautrinah adhana sadhana santu jivantu sharadam shatam satyam vada dharmam chara swadhyayan ma pramadah sarve bhavantu sukhinah sarve santu niramayah sarve bhadrani pasyantu ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Swasti.
ధన్యవాదములండి సత్య గారు. Now let us request Challa Chittibabu garu to recite Janaganamana for all of us. You also please stand up and then recite that song, national anthem.
Keep the mics mute and then sing the sound. जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय
Jai Hind, Jai Hind, Jai Hind. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram.
ధన్యవాదములండి చల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు. Now
You can stop recording.
we will stop recording and then close.